This is Michael Hale from Red Zone Radio, and we're coming on a little differently this morning because we've got a strange situation developing in Lower Manhattan. We're still sorting out what's real and what's rumor, so take everything slow with us here. We've had scattered reports in the last several minutes of a possible explosion, maybe a structural incident, maybe something involving the waterfront. Nothing official yet that explains all of it. If you're in Lower Manhattan, especially around Battery Park, the Financial District, South Ferry, stay aware of your surroundings and don't crowd roadways unless authorities tell you to move. Jenny, what are you seeing?
We were going to open with traffic, weather, and your terrible weekend cooking update, but that can wait because the phones lit up all at once. I've got people texting from Brooklyn Heights, from Jersey City, from Lower Manhattan, all saying the same basic thing. Shaking, smoke, sirens, people stopping in the street and staring south. A couple are saying they felt something like a deep vibration under the floor before they heard anything above ground.
Could be utility related, could be a gas line, could be construction. Could be one of those things that sounds huge for 10 minutes, and then we all find out it was a crane issue and New York goes back to yelling at each other on schedule.
That would be ideal, honestly.
We do not have confirmation of anything more than an active emergency response in Lower Manhattan. If you're sending us something, tell us exactly where you are. Don't send the thing your cousin's friend posted if they're in Ohio saying Manhattan got hit by aliens. We're not doing that this morning.
I do have one text here from a woman in Brooklyn saying she can see smoke from her apartment roof and that people are pointing toward the harbor. Another from someone near Whitehall saying they heard what sounded like metal tearing.
Metal tearing? That's specific. Okay. Let's go to the phones. Tom's on the line. Tom, where are you?
Tom, you're on Red Zone. Tell me where you are and what you're looking at.
I'm on the Brooklyn Bridge walkway heading toward Manhattan, and everybody stopped. Nobody's moving because there was this huge swell in the water a minute ago, like something pushed up under it. Not a boat wake, not like anything normal.
Tom, how close are you to the Manhattan side?
Not close enough for this, I'll tell you that. People are pulling out phones, somebody just dropped theirs. I'm telling you, the water near the harbor looked wrong. It was like it bulged.
Could it have been one of the ferries cutting across at a weird angle? Tug traffic? There's a lot moving out there.
No, this was bigger than that. And the water wasn't just moving, it was displaced, like something under it changed direction fast. People are backing up now. Hold on.
Tom, what's happening?
I don't know. Everybody just made that sound all at once. You know that sound when strangers all see the same thing? I can't see over heads. Wait, there's smoke now, thicker than before, coming up from lower down, south side. Oh, man.
Tom, don't push forward. Move away from the Manhattan side if the crowd's tightening.
You don't gotta tell me twice. I'm turning around. I'm going back toward Brooklyn.
Good. Keep walking. Don't run unless the crowd runs. And if you can, get off the bridge and call us back when you're somewhere safer.
Yeah, okay. But I'm telling you, something's wrong down there.
I believe that part, Tom.
All right, that was Tom on the Brooklyn Bridge. Again, we're not confirming anything beyond unusual activity near Lower Manhattan and the harbor, but we've now got multiple people saying they felt a tremor or saw something unusual in the water. Jenny, what else?
FDNY chatter's gotten busy. We can't verify scanner traffic as hard fact, but we are hearing references to multiple incidents, possible structural damage, and units being redirected. It sounds bigger than a single building issue.
If you're just joining us, this is Red Zone Radio. We're following a developing incident in Lower Manhattan. Please don't self-deploy. Don't drive down there to see what's happening. Nothing helps less in New York than extra spectators in a crisis.
I've got a message from my friend Tara in Brooklyn. She says she stepped out for coffee, looked toward Manhattan, and half the block is standing still staring at the skyline. She says the smoke is thick enough to blur the bottom of the towers downtown.
You know what's always strange about this city? It takes a lot to make people stop moving. That part gets my attention.
Same.
Let's try another call. Maria's on the line. Maria, where are you? Maria, go ahead. Tell me where you are first.
Midtown. Now, I was downtown 20 minutes ago. I left because the whole building shook and our manager told us to get away from the windows. Everybody was trying to act normal, and then there was this sound, and I don't even know how to explain it, like a roar under a bridge mixed with concrete grinding.
What building were you in?
Office near Rector Street. We all went to the stairwell because people were saying maybe earthquake, maybe explosion, maybe subway issue. Then somebody from another floor screamed that they saw something outside near the water.
When you say something, what did they say they saw?
Big. Too big. I know how that sounds. I know it sounds stupid, but people were shouting over each other saying there was something moving in the smoke down near the waterfront.
Okay. You did the right thing leaving. Are you physically safe right now?
I'm in a cab that hasn't moved in 10 minutes because everybody's trying to go uptown at once.
Then get out if traffic's locked and head away on foot if you can do it safely. Stay on the northbound side, stay with other people, and keep your phone charged. Don't go back downtown for any reason.
Do you think this is a terrorist thing?
I don't know. Nobody responsible says that yet. Right now, all I know is something serious happened and emergency response is active. Focus on where your feet are and getting yourself away from the congestion.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I never heard people sound like that in the stairwell.
You don't need to apologize. You take care of yourself.
That's the part that gets me. Not what people think they saw. The tone. Everybody sounds off balance in the same way.
Yeah.
We've got reports now from the Financial District, Battery Park area, South Street, and one from Governor's Island saying they heard some kind of blast wave.
Blast wave sounds dramatic. Could mean sound carrying over water.
Sure, but we also have a cluster of people saying windows rattled much farther north than you'd expect for a simple accident.
We're going to keep this grounded. If you call in, tell us only what you personally saw or heard. Do not tell us what your barber's uncle saw on a live stream. That's how nonsense spreads.
Hold on. We just got a clip sent in from 2 different listeners. It's short, it's shaky, it looks like harbor water, maybe Battery Park, maybe near the ferry terminal, and you can see people yelling and then the camera jerks. There's some kind of movement in the water, but I can't tell what I'm looking at.
Play it back in your head for me.
A dark shape, maybe. Maybe not. Hard to say, but people in the clip react before the camera catches anything. That's what's weird. They all flinch at once.
Crowd behavior tells you something happened even when the camera doesn't.
That sounds too smart for this early.
I had coffee. Barely.
We've also got something odd here. A brief emergency tone just hit one of our monitor feeds and then cut off. Could be a technical glitch, could be a test, but it wasn't scheduled.
If an official alert comes through, we'll carry it. Until then, this is still unconfirmed and developing. Let's go back to the phones. We've got another caller from Lower Manhattan, but the line dropped. We also have multiple messages mentioning people running north from the financial district.
Running north is becoming a pattern.
And nobody seems to know why, which means whatever they're reacting to isn't being explained fast enough. That's dangerous by itself.
Listener text, apartment in Brooklyn Heights shook like a train passed under the building, but stronger. Another, sirens everywhere downtown, helicopter starting. Another, saw gulls all lift at once over the harbor. That one's eerie.
Gulls are easily impressed.
Michael.
I know.
We've got a caller named Evelyn from Jersey City. She says she can see people gathering at the waterfront there, all facing Manhattan.
Put her through. Evelyn, you're on. Where exactly are you?
Near Exchange Place. Everybody's outside looking across the river. We can see smoke. More than smoke, actually, like dust, too. It keeps thickening and then thinning. People keep saying there was an explosion, but nobody agrees where.
Any sounds from your side?
A few minutes ago? Yes. Deep. Not like one boom, more like several heavy impacts, far apart.
Could that be demolition or secondary collapses?
I don't know. I've lived here 9 years. I've heard construction, fireworks, storms, all of it. This sounds different.
All right. Stay where you are unless authorities move people back from the waterfront. Don't try to get closer for a better look.
I wasn't planning to. People are already filming enough for the whole country.
That I believe.
Social media is getting ugly. There are clips labeled Sea Monster, Bridge Attack, Terror Strike, earthquake, military weapon, chemical plant. So we're officially in the worst phase of modern information. Everybody knows nothing and posts anyway.
Exactly. So here's what we know. Something significant has happened in Lower Manhattan. Emergency services are responding at scale. People in multiple locations report shaking, smoke, and unusual activity near the harbor. Some are describing something moving in the water. We cannot verify that last part yet.
Helicopter feeds picking up now from one local station. It's too distant to make out details. Smoke over the southern tip, traffic locking northbound, and wow, that's a lot of people on foot already.
Which suggests, whatever this is, a lot of people decided waiting for instructions was not the move.
I don't love that.
Neither do I.
Another text from Brooklyn. Friend near Battery says cops are yelling for everybody to move away from the waterfront. That's the third message with that exact wording.
Away from the waterfront. Not shelter in place, not stand back from one building. Away from the waterfront. Interesting.
What does that mean?
No idea, and I don't like speculating. But it means there's something they don't want civilians near.
Scanner just spiked again.
We're going to stay with this. If you're on your commute, maybe pause whatever argument you're having with your GPS and just listen a little closer this morning.
We're also hearing subway disruptions beginning downtown. That might just be precautionary while crews assess whatever happened.
Could be. If you are below Canal and you have the option to move north without joining a crush, consider it. I'm saying that carefully. Not panic. Just don't linger where officials seem to be clearing space.
That's probably the strongest I've ever heard you put anything before confirmation.
Because the pattern bothers me.
Michael.
What?
Another clip. Better angle. Still shaky. Waterfront. People screaming. There's a shape lifting out of the water for maybe half a second before the camera drops.
Describe it.
I can't. I honestly can't. Too large to make sense of from the frame. Could be debris. Could be wake and shadow. Could be
something the camera is lying about because cameras do that under panic. Everybody breathe. Everybody wait.
Michael.
I know. We wait. A short burst of emergency tone interrupts, then clips out.
There it is again.
That was another partial alert tone on our feed. No full message attached. Could be systems testing under load. Could be a damaged signal path.
Could be things are going sideways faster than the systems can keep up.
Could be that too.
Friend in downtown office says they were told to leave immediately. No reason given. Police vehicles heading south. Waterfront packed with smoke. Something huge in the harbor. Please tell us what's happening. That last one keeps repeating.
Wish I could.
Same.
All right, New York, we're staying on this. We'll keep the line clear for verified updates and first-hand calls only. Do not clog emergency lines with curiosity. Call the people in your life downtown. Tell them to keep moving north if they're already out and to stay away from the waterfront. We'll be right here.
The important thing is this. The city is speaking like it knows less than the public wants it to know, and that gap is making people spiral. Our feeds are buried. Video clips are everywhere. Some are fake, some are old, some are impossible to tell. But there are enough from different angles now that something major is absolutely happening south of Canal.
The videos are getting people worked up, so let me say this plainly. A video online is not proof of what you think it is. That said, several clips appear to show a very large disturbance near the water around Battery Park and the lower tip of Manhattan. We've also got camera views of streets filling with people moving north fast.
Traffic cameras show it too. Cars stuck, drivers getting out, crowds on foot. It's not orderly and it's not isolated anymore.
Subway lines in parts of Lower Manhattan are reportedly shutting down or bypassing stations. We can't give you a complete list yet because the notices are changing faster than we can read them, but if you're trying to head south, don't.
I just watched another video sent by 5 different people at once. Same clip. I hate saying this because I can't identify it, but there appears to be some kind of vertical shape in the smoke near Battery Park for just a second before the camera whips away.
Vertical shape could mean 100 things. Crane, mast, reflected structure, debris.
It could. It really could. But the people filming react before it appears. That's what keeps getting me. There's a sound and then panic.
We've got Maria calling back from earlier. No? Different line? All right, we do have another caller. Maria. Different Maria, maybe, but you're on the air. Tell me where you are. Go ahead, Maria.
I'm in an office building near Union Square now. We got sent home from downtown. I'm not downtown anymore, but I was there when people started gathering at the windows, and somebody said there was something in the street reflected in another building. Nobody could get a straight look because there was smoke and dust and everyone was shoving.
Did you see anything yourself?
Not clearly. I saw people running before I heard anything official. That's what scared me. In New York, people don't run unless somebody gives them a real reason.
That matches what we're hearing. Are you safe where you are now?
For now, but everyone in this building is just standing around refreshing apps, and nobody knows whether to go home, stay put, or run farther north.
Right now, if you're already away from Lower Manhattan and you're in a stable building, staying off the roads may be smarter than joining the rush unless police tell you otherwise. Keep your phone charged and keep listening.
Okay, thank you.
The mayor's office has updated the language slightly. Residents in Lower Manhattan should avoid the immediate waterfront area and follow instructions from emergency personnel. Still, no explanation for why.
That wording again. Waterfront.
Yeah. Also, a listener working near the World Trade Center says the entire building was evacuated after what employees thought was an earthquake. Another says windows rattled in a pattern, not just one shock. Pattern matters. If it's repeated impacts, that means the event is ongoing, not finished. And that's the thing. People keep talking like something's moving.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying not to.
Fair.
We have an anonymous first responder on the line. We're not naming location if that's what he wants. Go ahead. You're on. Say only what you can say.
We were told to establish distance from the waterfront and not advance until command says so.
Distance from what? Did they tell you what you're staying back from?
No, they just said maintain perimeter and do not approach the edge. People are ignoring it. They're filming. They keep trying to get closer.
Are you hearing anything from command about explosion, vessel strike, structural collapse?
They're talking like all of it at once. Too many units, too much chatter. Nobody's giving a clear picture.
Are civilians in immediate danger where you are?
If they're still hanging around down there, yeah. Get them out. Get them north.
Understood. Stay safe.
That's about as close to a real directive as we've gotten. Get north if you're down there.
Another thing, we have multiple listeners mentioning a sound. Some say roar, some say metallic groan, some say low-frequency vibration. They're all describing the same sensation badly.
Which is human. People describe fear by analogy.
I've got another caller, female. Her name's Lauren. She says she's in an office tower and saw something between buildings.
Lauren, you're on. Tell me exactly what you saw and don't make it bigger trying to sound dramatic.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm trying not to throw up. We were all at the north-facing side first, because that's where the smoke looked darkest. Then somebody shouted from the west windows. I looked, and there was something tall moving through the haze between buildings. Not like a helicopter, not like debris. It blocked the light for a second.
How tall are we talking?
I don't know. Bigger than a building? No, not bigger than the skyline, but bigger than anything that belongs in a city. I know how insane that sounds.
Did you see shape, limbs, machinery, anything identifiable?
No, it was too obscured. But it moved. It wasn't a collapse. It moved.
Did anyone else in the room say the same thing?
Everybody was screaming over each other. Some people thought smoke was playing tricks. Some said they saw a head. I don't know. I just know it was upright for a moment, and then gone in the dust.
All right, stay where you are if the building is secure. Don't go to the windows. That's real advice, no matter what this is.
I'm not going near another window.
That's now the fifth first-hand caller using words like upright or tall, and I know you hate that.
I do hate it, because our brains love turning chaos into monsters.
Sure, but what if our brains are not the thing doing that this time?
Then I would like reality to introduce itself in a way that makes sense.
I think reality left that train a while ago.
You know what's making this worse? No federal voice, no governor, no emergency management briefing, nothing. Just vague city language and a bunch of terrified people doing interpretation.
There is one official announcement we can carry. We just got it in. Lower Manhattan residents are being advised to shelter in place or move as directed by emergency personnel, depending on immediate location. That is not helpful.
That sounds like language written by 6 lawyers and no human being.
Exactly.
We've also got reports of military aircraft movement over the region. Again, not proof of anything beyond military aircraft movement, but several people in Brooklyn and Queens say they've seen jets heading toward Manhattan.
I can back that up with listeners in Staten Island, too. Everybody's looking up now.
Here's what bothers me. If this were a simple explosion or localized accident, the messaging would already be more specific. You'd say, avoid this intersection, this block, this lane. But this is broad and cagey.
And broad and cagey makes people imagine the worst.
Yes, it does. All right. Quick pause before we get back into the story.
Yeah, and honestly, we just wanted to say thank you. Seriously, every single person listening right now helps keep Red Zone Radio alive.
These stories take a crazy amount of time to make, and because of YouTube policies, sometimes we can't even tell the stories the way we really want to.
So that's kind of why we made our Patreon. Over there, we upload uncensored, ad-free, full-length stories way more often. No cuts, no holding back, just the raw apocalypse and outbreak content you came here for.
If you're the type who likes putting headphones on late at night and getting completely lost in another world for hours, that's really what Patreon is built for.
And members also get early access to upcoming videos before they hit YouTube. Plus, people in the community can suggest story ideas that could actually become future episodes.
We'll still keep dropping free stories here every week, no matter what. That's not changing.
So, if you've ever wished these stories were longer, darker, more raw, and completely uninterrupted, that's exactly what's waiting on Patreon. So, link is down below.
All right, radio's back on.
We've got a woman named Denise on the line. She works near the World Trade Center and just got out. Michael, she's yours.
Denise, you're on. Slow down and tell me where you are now.
Walking north with everybody else. I don't know, maybe near Chambers? Hard to tell because the streets are just packed. People are crying. Somebody fell and 3 strangers pulled her up without even speaking. It's like that.
Did your building evacuate because of an alarm or because of what people saw?
Both. The alarm started after the shaking, but people were already leaving before that because there was this sound, and then another hit. Not a blast exactly. More like something hit the city.
Did you see the waterfront or only hear reports?
Only from farther inland. But a man next to me on the stairs kept saying, "It's walking." He was in shock, just repeating that over and over.
People say strange things under stress.
I know. I'm trying to hold on to that.
Good. Hold on to practical things. Keep moving north. Stay with other people. Don't stop in the middle of the flow to film.
Too late for half of Manhattan.
I know.
We just lost one of the local live web feeds. Another is frozen. Comments are chaos. Some people are saying a ship exploded. Some are saying a bridge got hit. Some are saying there's a giant thing moving between the buildings. Nobody agrees on source, only that the fear is real.
And the fear is now the main event, whether the facts catch up or not.
A lot of listeners are asking the same question. Why won't they tell us what it is? The answer may honestly be that they don't know.
That's the most unsettling possibility.
It is.
If you are in Midtown or farther north, do not flood downtown trying to pick people up unless you absolutely must and officials clear a route. You will get trapped in the same gridlock and help nobody. Coordinate by phone while the phones still work.
That phrase just scared me. While the phones still work.
We've seen overload before. Not this kind of event, but overload happens fast.
Michael?
Yeah?
Local station helicopter just got a cleaner shot for half a second.
And?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Say what you see, not what you think.
Smoke, dust, street canyons, people moving, and something tall crossing an avenue or a block, or maybe behind one. I can't tell scale, but it is not normal.
All right, then that's what we say. Unidentified large moving object visible in partial footage in Lower Manhattan. That's as far as we go.
That's still insane to hear out loud.
It is.
Another official bulletin. Lower Manhattan residents are instructed to leave the immediate southern tip if safe to do so and avoid waterfront access points. No explanation.
Southern tip, waterfront, moving object, military aircraft, streets full. We are way past construction accident.
You finally said it.
I did.
I wish you hadn't been right to resist me for this long.
Me too. New York, keep listening. Don't let rumors steer your feet. But if you're anywhere near the southern edge of Manhattan, do not stay to satisfy your curiosity. Move. Now.
We both just watched it. For a second, there was silence in this studio because neither of us knew how to keep talking after seeing it. It is there. It is real. It is moving through the financial district.
If you are in Lower Manhattan and you can move north, move north. This is not a maybe anymore. This is not internet hysteria. We still do not know what it is, what caused it, or whether there is more than one threat, but what we saw was beyond any normal emergency scale.
Bridges and tunnels are beginning to close or lock with traffic. We are getting reports of absolute gridlock at crossings. Some people are abandoning cars.
We are also hearing military jets overhead. Multiple listeners are confirming low passes over the city.
And we lost contact with one of the local field reporters near Wall Street. The last thing on the feed before it cut was him yelling and then static.
We're going back to the phones. Derek is trapped in an office building downtown. Jenny, take him.
Derek, you're on. If you can hear me, tell me where you are.
I'm on the 32nd floor near Wall Street. We're stuck because the stairwell jammed and then people turned around because the building started shaking again. I looked out the side window and that thing, whatever it is, passed behind another building, and I swear to God it is 300 feet tall at least.
Don't go to the windows again. Do you have an interior hallway or conference room?
We're in a copy room right now with like 12 people. Somebody's praying. Somebody else keeps calling his wife and not getting through.
Stay put if the stairwell is unsafe, and move away from all glass. Is the building itself stable right this second?
I don't know. Nothing feels stable. There are impacts every few minutes and dust coming through the vents. Oh my God, hold on.
Derek, stay with me. What's happening?
It's right outside. Jesus Christ, it just scraped the side of another building. The whole floor moved. The whole floor moved.
Derek, get low. Get low and stay away from the windows.
We're trying. The stairs are full of people screaming. Somebody said the lower floors are worse. Oh no. It's turning. Derek, listen to my voice. Interior wall. Now. It walked through a building. It just walked through a building. I can hear. The line cuts. Derek.
We lost him.
We lost him.
All right, breathe. Keep going.
I know.
We now have official emergency language. This is not a drill. Evacuate Lower Manhattan immediately if you can do so safely. Follow police and emergency directions. That's the strongest language yet.
It's not enough. People needed that 20 minutes ago.
I know.
We've got multiple reports now of smaller things falling from the main creature or moving near it. I want to be careful. These are not officially confirmed, but too many people are describing some sort of secondary threat on the streets.
Secondary threat meaning debris? Impact fragments?
Some say debris, some say animals, some say creatures, and I hate every version of that sentence.
Let's stay disciplined. We know one thing for sure. The main entity is moving north through Lower Manhattan and causing catastrophic destruction. We do not know the nature of the smaller reports.
We have another caller, female, name is Patrice. She says she's on foot near Canal after escaping from further south.
Patrice, you're on. Slow and clear.
Everybody is running and nobody knows where to go, because every block somebody says something different. I turned around once and I saw it between buildings. I saw enough. I don't need to see more. It's huge and it moves like it doesn't care what's under it.
Did you see any military nearby?
Jets above, choppers farther back, cops screaming through bullhorns, but nothing looked in control. Nothing.
Any sign of these smaller things people are mentioning?
I didn't see them. I heard screaming from a side street, and people started climbing onto parked cars, like the ground wasn't safe. That's all I know.
Keep moving north. Stay in the center of crowd flow if you can, not isolated at the edges.
I'm trying. Signal's bad. Everybody's phone is glitching. You guys better get out too.
We hear you.
We can now confirm F-16s, or something very close to that class of jet, are over Manhattan. Listeners from Queens, Brooklyn, and Jersey all saying the same thing.
The military does not put that kind of response over a construction accident.
No.
I want to acknowledge something because pretending not to feel it would be dishonest. We're both trying to stay useful here, but we are also watching the same footage you are, and it is difficult to absorb as real. If you are feeling your brain reject what your eyes are telling you, that is normal.
Extremely normal.
Cell networks are beginning to strain. Several callers dropped mid-sentence, and texts are arriving delayed. If you can make one call to tell your people where you are, do it now, and keep it brief.
Another thing we're hearing from downtown. People are saying there is a roar, a real sound from the thing itself.
And not just one roar. Repeated. Different neighborhoods describing it from different angles.
We have a male caller named Aaron who says he's with a group trapped near Fulton. Jenny talking to male callers. That's me, putting him on now. Aaron, you're on. Where are you exactly?
I think near Fulton. I'm not sure anymore, because we cut through a lobby and came out somewhere else. There are maybe 20 of us sheltering inside a deli, because the street was chaos. And listen, you need to tell people there are little things out there too.
What little things?
I don't know what they are. Fast. Maybe dog-sized, maybe smaller. Not people. People were running from them, and one of them hit the glass at the front of the store, like it didn't care about the impact.
Are you seeing them right now?
Not right now. We pulled the gate as far as it would go, but they were out there. They came off something. I know how that sounds.
In this hour, nothing sounds impossible anymore. Stay inside if the street is active, and keep away from the glass.
The owner's got knives out like that's gonna do anything.
Fear makes people reach for whatever feels like control. Stay calm, stay hidden if you can.
Smaller moving threats now reported by multiple callers. Not confirmed by authorities yet, but no longer isolated rumor.
The city feels split in two right now. South of the danger, people are in pure survival mode. North of it, people are still trying to decide whether this is real. Let me save you the time. It is real.
There is no longer room for denial in the facts, only in our emotions.
That's a line for a coffee mug if the world continues.
Let's hope it does.
One more official notice. Emergency personnel directing immediate evacuation from Lower Manhattan. Avoid all bridges and tunnels unless instructed, which is almost funny because the bridges and tunnels are already jammed beyond reason.
If roads are blocked, foot movement north may be your only option. Do not push into bottlenecks. Stay with groups. Help each other if someone falls.
We lost another neighborhood feed. More local stations are switching to all event coverage.
Because this is now the only story in the country.
Probably the world.
Keep listening. We are staying with you.
If you're just tuning in, do not go downtown. Do not go anywhere near the southern half of Manhattan. Bridges and tunnels are a nightmare. People are abandoning cars. Some crossings may be damaged. Others are simply unusable from panic and gridlock.
Reports now place the main creature moving through Tribeca and Soho, leaving catastrophic destruction in its path. Fires are spreading. Power is beginning to fail in pockets.
And the smaller creatures? We can't avoid the word anymore. There are too many first-hand reports. Fast, aggressive, low to the ground, attacking people in the streets. Hospitals are overwhelmed. We're hearing of triage happening wherever people can find space.
I want to be useful, not poetic, but Manhattan sounds injured. The whole island sounds like it's in pain.
My sister's in Midtown. I've been texting. Nothing back in 20 minutes.
Keep trying.
I am.
We have Officer Rodriguez on the line. Male caller, Jenny, go.
Officer Rodriguez, you're on. Tell us where you are if you can.
Chinatown. Or close enough. We keep moving. We can't hold one position. It's bad down here.
Are you dealing with the smaller creatures?
Yes, and people don't understand how fast they are. Everybody thinks animal and slows down to look. Don't look. Run.
Are conventional weapons working?
Barely. I emptied my clip into one. It kept moving long enough to get inside arm's reach. Lost 2 officers already, maybe more. Hard to tell.
How widespread are they in your area?
Side streets, alleys, subway entrances, anywhere dark or broken open. We think they came off the big one somehow, but nobody's got time to study it. We're just trying to pull civilians out.
What do people need to hear right now?
Stop filming. Stop freezing. If you hear screaming from 1 block over and the crowd changes direction, go with the crowd. And if you can get above street level in a secure building, do that until you have a safe route north.
Understood. Stay alive, officer.
You too. And get out of that studio when you can.
That's one of the clearest field descriptions we've had. Smaller, hostile creatures confirmed by an active officer in the area.
The bigger military response is underway too. We've got more explosions downtown and more jets over the city. But from everything we're hearing, whatever they're doing is not stopping the main creature fast enough.
We've also received unconfirmed reports of damage to the Brooklyn Bridge. Could be impact, could be crowd surge, could be secondary debris. Either way, treat all crossing routes as unstable and do not move toward them hoping for a clear exit.
We have a female caller named Alina from a hospital intake tent farther uptown. Michael.
Alina, you're on. Tell me what you're seeing.
I'm volunteering outside a hospital because they don't have room. People are coming in covered in dust, cuts, broken bones, bite marks, things I can't even categorize. They're making treatment zones in the street.
Bite marks?
From the smaller things, I think. Some patients are hysterical, and some are weirdly calm, like they haven't processed anything. We're out of space. We're out of gloves. We're out of order.
Are authorities giving any guidance on contamination, infection, anything like that?
Nothing useful. Just keep wounds covered. Isolate aggressive patients. Watch for shock. Move who you can. It's chaos.
All right. Do what you can, and protect yourself first.
Please tell people not to come to hospitals unless they absolutely have to. They'll just clog the roads.
Heard. Thank you.
The city keeps narrowing and widening at the same time. That's what it feels like. Every street becoming a funnel. Every person becoming an obstacle and a witness.
And every rumor becoming gasoline.
Another listener says the sounds of fighting are audible from the Lower East Side. Another says Soho storefronts are collapsing from vibrations before the creature even reaches the block.
That tracks with the scale we've seen. Even proximity is destructive.
Michael, we have to say something practical about hiding from the smaller creatures, because people keep asking.
All right. Based on caller reports only. Avoid dark, enclosed transit spaces if you can. Avoid street-level chaos if a secure upper floor is available. And do not isolate yourself. Groups spot movement faster than individuals. Again, that's practical inference, not official guidance.
Better than silence.
True.
We have another male caller, Hassan, from somewhere near the Lower East Side. He says he saw the smaller creatures directly. Hassan, go ahead.
I was helping my uncle close a shop when people came running around the corner. I thought they were running from the big thing, but then I saw why. These little monsters were coming low and fast, like all teeth and movement. One jumped at a guy's back. Everybody scattered.
Did they seem to target noise, motion, crowds?
Motion, maybe. Hard to tell. Everything was motion. They moved like they had no fear of anything. Cars, streams, bullets, none of it mattered.
How did you get away?
Pulled down the gate halfway and climbed through the back with two strangers. I don't even know their names. We just ran together.
Are you safe now?
For the minute. But you need to tell people this isn't one threat. It's many.
We're telling them.
That's the key shift, isn't it? Even if the military somehow contained the main creature, the city would still be in disaster from everything it brought with it.
That was not comforting, Michael.
I know.
Power outages are now confirmed in several affected areas. Fires continue. We are getting reports of people trying to cross rivers by any means available. Please do not jump into the water. Please do not try to improvise your own heroic boat movie.
Thank you for saying that before I had to.
Somebody had to.
New York, listen carefully. Move north if you are south of the threat and can do so without running into active chaos. If you are already farther north in a secure building, don't contribute to street congestion unless you must. Keep water, keep your phone battery, keep shoes on, and keep your head.
That sounded like a dad lecture.
It was a survival lecture disguised as one.
Fair.
We are staying with you.
For a few minutes there, people started texting us saying, maybe they're stopping it. That was the mood. Hope. Fragile. Desperate hope. But from the latest reports, it's still moving.
Damaged, maybe. Slowed, maybe. Stopped? No.
And the smaller creatures are no longer just a downtown problem. We've got reports in Brooklyn and Queens now. Maybe from people fleeing, maybe from spread, maybe from both. Nobody has a clean map because everything's happening too fast.
We've also had a discussion in this building that listeners deserve to know happened. Some staff want to leave. Some already did. No judgment. None. But we are still here, and still broadcasting.
Somebody from engineering asked if we had a line where we'd finally run. We didn't have an answer.
I still don't.
We have a female caller named Sarah in the East Village. Michael.
Sarah, you're on. Tell me where you are and what you need.
I'm in my apartment, 4th floor,
and every few minutes I hear that roar and my windows shake. I don't know whether to stay or go. The streets sounded bad earlier, but now they sound quieter, which somehow feels worse.
Quiet can mean people already ran. It can also mean danger concentrated elsewhere. Do you have a safe route east toward the river or north if you had to move?
Maybe. I don't know anymore. My neighbor left 20 minutes ago and texted that there were things in the street 2 blocks over.
If you have reports of the smaller creatures nearby, do not go wandering blind. Can you move to an interior room away from windows and gather essentials?
Already did. Shoes, charger, water, jacket. I'm sitting on the kitchen floor.
Good. Stay ready. If the building remains intact and the street remains uncertain, waiting for a clearer movement window may be better than stepping into danger right now.
Is the military doing anything? Is it working?
They are doing everything it sounds like they can do. Whether it's enough, I can't tell you yet.
I can hear it from here. That thing. It sounds alive and angry.
Then stay low, stay inside for the moment, and keep listening. If conditions change, move with purpose, not panic.
Thank you. And you too should leave.
We hear that a lot.
A Pentagon statement just came through, vague as expected, saying military forces are engaged in active containment operations in New York City, and that residents should comply with evacuation instructions from local authorities. It also mentions extreme contingency planning, without saying what that means.
Extreme contingency planning is not the phrase you want to hear attached to your city.
No, it is not.
Reports now place the creature at or near Greenwich Village. One listener says Washington Square Park is gone. I want to be careful with that wording, but there is heavy destruction in that area, according to multiple sources.
Cell service is noticeably worse. Texts are coming late. Some callers are dropping before they say hello. That window where everyone could check on everyone is starting to close.
If you still have signal, send one concise message to your people. Where you are, where you're heading, battery level, and any immediate danger. No essays.
That sounds cold.
It's useful.
Yeah, useful wins today.
We have a male caller, Malik, in Brooklyn. Jenny, go.
Malik, you're on. What are you seeing from your side?
First off, Manhattan looks like a war zone from here. Second, there was screaming on our block 20 minutes ago, and everybody thought it was panic spillover until one of those little creatures came under a parked truck and went after a guy trying to open his car.
Brooklyn location?
Bed-Stuy Edge. I don't want to get too exact. People are already acting crazy.
Understood. So the smaller threats are confirmed in your area too?
Absolutely. And if anyone thinks distance from Manhattan means safety, tell them to stop thinking that.
What drove it off?
Crowd noise, maybe? A van clipped it while pulling away. It rolled and kept moving. That's the part I can't shake. It kept moving.
Are people sheltering or trying to leave the borough?
Both, which means traffic is hell and sidewalks are chaos. Some folks are trying to get to family, some are locking themselves in. Nobody knows which is smarter.
That's the whole city right now.
The question of whether to stay or move is becoming impossible to answer universally. It depends on what street, what building, what minute.
I hate that truth, but it is the truth.
Another practical note. If you're indoors, fill anything you can with water while utilities still work. Bathtub, pots, bottles, whatever you have. If this keeps escalating, services may not remain reliable.
There's that dad voice again.
It's a good voice.
It is, actually.
We've got a female caller named Renee from near Midtown South. Michael speaking. Renee, go ahead.
I can see smoke from my block, and people are pouring north. Somebody said the military hit a fuel something because there was a giant fireball not long ago, and then ash started drifting.
Did you personally see the blast?
I saw the reflection first, and then the smoke column after. People on the street started screaming, "Run," again, which is maybe the most terrifying phrase in the city now.
Any sign of the main creature where you are?
Not directly, but I heard the roar, and the glass in the laundromat door cracked.
Then you're too close for comfort. Stay off major avenues if crowds are surging, and use side routes north or east only if they're clear.
This sounds insane, but I almost feel calmer hearing your voice say practical things.
Then keep listening and keep moving smart.
We are now hearing that backup generators are kicking on in some buildings as sections of the main grid fail. If you lose power, remember, elevators are done. Do not get trapped trying to use one.
Good. Also, if you're in a high-rise and deciding whether to descend, think hard about whether your path exits into a safe zone or into active street-level danger. There is no single correct answer. Use what you know about your immediate area.
That's another sentence nobody wanted to hear today.
Today has a long list of those.
Tom from this morning called back. Male color. I've got him.
Tom, tell us where you are now.
New Jersey. I made it out. I got off the bridge when you told me and kept moving. I'm safe. Safe-esh. I can see the smoke from here, and Manhattan is burning.
I'm glad you made it, Tom.
You guys are still on the air?
We are.
That's insane. I mean that with love, but it's insane. You need to leave.
We know.
No, I don't think you do. I was there this morning when it was something in the water. Now the skyline looks wounded. It got worse so fast.
We know that too.
I just wanted to say thanks. You were the first place that sounded human this morning. Not polished. Human.
That means more than you know.
Please don't die in that building.
We'll do our best, Tom.
That call landed harder than I expected.
Same.
There's a temptation in disasters to think information alone can hold the line. But information doesn't stop impact. It only helps people move through it.
Sometimes that's enough.
Sometimes it has to be.
The latest updates suggest the creature continues advancing, despite visible signs of damage from military strikes, which means the window for "they've got this" may be closing.
Or already closed.
You said it, not me.
We owe people honesty now more than comfort. If you are waiting for this to blow over in an hour, do not. Prepare for a long emergency. Prepare for no clean rescue. Prepare to make decisions with incomplete information.
That's brutal.
It's also true.
New York, tri-state, anyone hearing us farther out, check on your people while you still can. Keep your radios on. Keep each other steady. We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Red Zone Radio, we are still here. If you can hear us, we need to update you quickly and clearly. The creature has pushed farther north into Midtown. The city is no longer talking about containment in any meaningful way. What we are hearing now from every direction is collapse. Transport collapse, communication collapse, command collapse, and plain human collapse. If you are still moving through Manhattan on foot, understand this. Routes that looked open 20 minutes ago may already be gone.
We just got confirmation from multiple listeners that Grand Central was evacuated or partly evacuated before sections inside started failing from tremors and nearby impacts. Some people got out. Some are trapped inside corridors, service passages, stairwells, anywhere they could hide from the crowd and whatever followed the crowd.
We are also hearing about fires spreading faster than emergency crews can reach them. One report suggests a military strike or a secondary blast may have hit a fuel site or vehicle storage area, which turned a bad block into an inferno. We cannot independently verify the exact source, but the fire columns visible from Midtown are now numerous enough that it barely matters which one started where.
The words Empire State Building have started showing up in listener texts over and over. Some are saying the creature is on a path that puts it dangerously close. Some say it's already in sight from there. Some say the building was shaking hard enough to send people screaming down stairwells long before anyone saw the thing itself.
Our own building has felt at least 3 vibrations in the last 10 minutes.
4.
4. I stand corrected.
You keep doing that announcer thing where you count slow to sound calmer than you feel.
That is because if I stop sounding calm, I'm not sure how much help I am to anybody.
Fair.
We've switched part of our system to backup power support because the main line has started flickering. If we go out and come back, stay with us. If we disappear, find a working radio signal. Any signal. At this point, radio may be the last medium still functioning consistently once the networks finally choke.
And they are choking. Texts are delayed by as much as 15-20 minutes. Some are arriving all at once. Voice calls are dropping more often. Video is basically useless now except in fragments.
We have Tom back on the line from New Jersey. He got out this morning. Jenny, he's yours.
Jenny, go ahead.
You guys still have a signal?
For the moment.
I'm watching the skyline from across the river, and it doesn't even look like New York anymore. I keep thinking maybe the smoke will clear and it'll make sense, but it never does. It only gets worse.
What can you see from your side?
Fires. Gaps where there shouldn't be gaps. Half the waterfront looks buried in dust. Every now and then there's a flash somewhere in Midtown, and a second later everybody around me hears the hit. There are a lot of people out here just staring. Nobody's talking much anymore.
Any signs of spread on your side? Smaller creatures, panic, road closures?
Panic, absolutely. Roads are jammed all over. Cops are trying to redirect traffic, but people are abandoning cars again. On the smaller things, I haven't seen them personally, but I've heard enough from people crossing over that I believe it.
You sound exhausted.
I am, and guilty. I made it out. A lot of people didn't. That's what this feels like now. Luck.
It may just be luck.
Then tell people to use what luck they've got. Don't wait for some perfect instruction.
We will.
That's the mood now, isn't it? Not control, not confidence, luck. We have another caller. Female. Name is Elise. She says she's in Midtown East and can see smoke rising just a few blocks from where she is.
Hey, can we pause for just a second?
Yeah, just real quick. First, if you're still here with us, seriously, thank you. That means a lot. You could be anywhere right now, and the fact that you choose to spend your time inside these stories with us, we don't take that lightly.
Exactly. A lot of time, work, and honestly, a lot of heart goes into building these worlds for you. Every outbreak, every collapse, every late-night transmission.
And because of how these stories are made, sometimes we can't always go as far as we want to here.
That's why we created our Patreon. It's where we upload our full, uncut, ad-free stories. The raw versions, exactly the way we originally imagined them.
If you love getting lost in these long realism stories, the kind that let you escape reality for a while and disappear into another world, that's really what Patreon is built for.
Members also get early access to upcoming episodes. And honestly, one of our favorite parts, you can suggest story ideas. And some of those ideas end up becoming future broadcasts.
No pressure at all. We're just grateful you're here, listening.
All right. Radio back on.
Michael, you're on. Tell me exactly what's happening around you.
The building next to mine lost power, and everybody flooded into the street, which was the worst possible choice, because then people started screaming from farther down the avenue, and the whole crowd reversed at once. I got pulled back inside by a doorman I don't even know. We're all in the lobby now.
Are you secure?
Doors are locked. People are stacking furniture. Somebody says they saw one of those smaller things go into the subway entrance across the street. Another person swears they saw the main creature between buildings for a second. Nobody agrees on anything, except that outside is wrong.
Stay inside if the street is unstable and your building remains intact. Interior hallway if you can, away from all glass. If you have water, keep it. If you have something heavy that can block a door, keep it nearby.
Are they evacuating Midtown too?
It increasingly sounds like Midtown is failing in sections. Whether that becomes an official evacuate now is almost beside the point if the threat is already there.
That's not comforting.
No, but it's honest.
Honesty's all anybody's got left.
Then hold on to that.
We just got a city emergency statement. I'm going to read this carefully because the wording matters. Residents in Manhattan should follow law enforcement direction, avoid road congestion, and move away from damaged structures. Those north of the active incident zone should prepare to shelter or relocate as conditions require. That is city language for, we are losing track of the safe map.
And there it is.
The mayor has apparently issued another recorded message, saying in effect, Manhattan is no longer stable in the lower and central sectors, and residents should evacuate if a safe route exists. If a safe route exists is carrying a lot of weight in that sentence. Too much weight. We also have something personal to say, because pretending otherwise would be fake. Our staff is down to a skeleton crew. A producer left to get to her kids in Queens. No one blamed her. 2 engineers stayed. One is trying to keep this signal alive with tape, backup batteries, and what looks like pure stubbornness.
There are moments in a city like this where you realize professionalism is just courage in office clothes.
That was annoyingly beautiful.
Thank you.
We've got a mail caller, Devin, trapped near Grand Central. I've got him. Devin, can you hear me?
Barely. Signal's awful. I'm in some kind of service hallway with 6 other people. We tried getting through the terminal, and then there was a collapse, or partial collapse, I don't know which, and everyone just surged away from it.
Are you injured?
My arm's cut up, not bad. One woman with us hurt her ankle. Worst part is the noise. It keeps coming through the walls. Impacts, maybe. Maybe the thing itself. Then silence. Then screaming. Then nothing.
Any sighting of the smaller creatures where you are?
Heard them more than saw them. Scratching. Fast movement. Somebody farther down the passage yelled not to let one through the gate. That's all I know.
Is your group together and able to move if needed?
Together, yes. Able, maybe. The woman with the ankle can't run.
Then don't force a blind escape. Preserve energy. Stay quiet. If you hear the main crowd flow stabilize somewhere nearby, move then, not before.
That's the thing. I don't know what direction is safer anymore.
None of us do. We only know that running into open chaos has been killing people too.
You guys sound like the only adults left in the room.
Trust me, that is not how this feels.
Recurring theme from callers. The city has become a maze of maybe. Maybe this block is open. Maybe that station is clear. Maybe that building is secure. The old New York confidence, I know my route, I know my corner, I know my neighborhood, is gone. Familiar streets are behaving like a foreign country.
Tom texted again while he was on the line. He says Manhattan is burning from river to river in places. We can't verify the full scale, but after everything else today, that sounds less like exaggeration and more like perspective.
Another tremor just hit.
That one was stronger.
Yes, it was.
Smoke is visible from our block now. I can see it through the far stairwell window. A darker column than before, and closer.
That is not ideal.
Very professional phrasing.
I am saving the less professional phrasing for later.
I don't think later is going to be less stressful.
Probably not.
We have another female caller, named Sandra. She made it to Queens from Midtown, but says the panic followed her there.
Sandra, tell me where you are and what people need to know.
I'm with family in Long Island City now. We got out before the worst of it, I think. But people here are acting like being across the river means this is over. It isn't. Everybody's crowding stores, grabbing water, charging devices, yelling over rumors. A man came in saying the bridges are gone. Another saying the military is going to level Manhattan. Another saying there are creatures in Queens already.
Did you see any of that yourself?
I saw panic buying. I saw people crying in checkout lines. I saw a father trying to explain to his son why the sky looked wrong. That's what I saw.
That may be just as useful. Tell people to stop spreading second-hand claims they can't back up. Panic travels faster than the truth.
It already did.
Then slow it where you can.
There's another reason radio matters now. Social feeds flatten everything. A joke sits next to a death, next to a lie, next to a video of something nobody can explain. But a voice, an actual human voice, still tells you when something matters.
And when something is unconfirmed.
Which, by the way, includes this next piece. Rumors that some kind of major federal order is being prepared regarding Manhattan. We do not know what that means yet. No official detail.
But if the military is escalating, and the city is talking about lost sectors, none of those rumors came from nowhere.
Another update from listeners in Midtown South says the creature's roar shattered windows blocks away. That's not isolated anymore. Sound alone is becoming a weapon.
We should say something about glass. If you are still in a structure and can relocate to a room without exterior windows, do it. Don't stand there waiting to see if your favorite view survives history.
You really are in dad mode.
And you're really not wrong.
We've got one more male caller before we move on. Marcus in Harlem. He says the fear is spreading even ahead of the creature. Jenny, go ahead.
Marcus, Uptown's not hit the same way yet, but you can feel the city changing. Sirens don't mean one thing anymore. They mean everything. Stores are shutting. Some folks are heading farther north. Others are coming in from downtown on foot looking wrecked. People don't know whether to help or hide.
Jenny,
Any direct signs of the smaller threats in your area?
Marcus, not in front of me, but people arriving or talking about them like it's already common knowledge. Once enough different strangers say the same impossible thing, you stop arguing.
That's where we are, too.
Marcus, also, tell people battery packs are gold right now. Everybody's trying to charge in every deli, station, lobby, church, anywhere with an outlet.
Good advice.
And one more piece of reality. Our backup generator just fully kicked in. Main power line is no longer reliable here. If our sound changes, that's why.
We are officially a radio station hanging on by spite and emergency electricity.
Which, frankly, feels very New York.
It really does.
Stay with us.
Not consider. Not prepare. Not stand by. Evacuate. Immediately.
We asked for clarification. We did not get much. Just urgency. A tone that said whatever comes next will not care whether we're broadcasting.
And still, somehow, we're still here.
That may not be wise, but it is true.
Times Square is now reportedly being hit, directly or indirectly. Screens out, billboards collapsing, glass raining from towers. And if you thought the symbolism of watching Times Square go dark wasn't enough, the military presence appears to be pulling back in some zones rather than advancing.
That's what failure looks like at scale. Not a dramatic announcement. Just retreat.
The parasite creatures. Yes, we're using the word people keep using because there is nothing cleaner left, are now being reported in all 5 boroughs. That does not necessarily mean equal numbers everywhere, but it means the illusion of contained spread is dead.
We have a partial federal statement now. I'm paraphrasing because the line was rough. National authorities are evaluating tactical options regarding New York City and advising broad compliance with evacuation and shelter directives in surrounding zones.
Tactical options. That phrase again.
I don't like any sentence where tactical options and New York City live together.
We have another communication source on the line now, not public caller, a FEMA official or someone claiming to be routed through FEMA. We're taking it live because at this point everybody needs to hear as much truth as exists. Go ahead.
Red Zone Radio, this is Federal Emergency Coordination. You need to clear your building now. Repeat, evacuate now.
We're staying on the air until you tell the public something more useful than leave.
You do not understand what may be ordered.
Then tell people. We can broadcast it farther than rumor can.
I cannot say more on an open line.
Then people will fill the silence with terror. They already are.
Your signal may not survive what happens next.
Neither may the people hearing us. Give them something.
Move away from Manhattan if you can. Clear as wide a radius as possible. Avoid bridges unless directed. Get indoors outside the immediate zone. That is all I'm authorized to say.
That's not all you know.
No, it isn't. Then God help us all. I believe that is now the plan. The line disconnects. Silence hangs for a beat.
Well,
that was the most honest lie I've heard all day.
We need to interpret without pretending certainty. Wide radius, tactical options, immediate evacuation. Those phrases point in one direction, and I think everybody listening knows it.
Yeah.
Staff update. More people have left the building. No anger, no shame. This is not a bravery contest. But this floor is quieter now, in a way that feels wrong.
One of the producers left us her headphones on the desk, like she was coming back after lunch.
Don't say things like that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not wrong. I just don't want to feel it yet.
We have a mail caller, Ben, from somewhere near Hell's Kitchen. He says the blast pressure from something huge just hit his block. Then, go ahead.
Whole building shook. Car alarms all at once. Then this weird pause, like the city forgot how to make sound. Then screaming again.
Did you see the main creature?
Only a piece of it between buildings, and that was enough. It's closer than the news makes it seem. It's not a thing you watch happening to somebody else. It's on us.
Any sign of military or secondary threats near you?
Military vehicles moving west fast, maybe pulling back, and something small moved through a pile of trash bags by the curb so fast I thought I imagined it until the guy next to me saw it too.
Stay above street level if you can do it safely.
Already back inside. Listen, I need to say this. People are trying to drive out and it's a death trap. Tell them to stop.
We are telling them.
This is where the city's instincts start working against it. In New York, movement feels like survival. Today, movement can also walk you straight into bottlenecks, collapses, and things hunting by chaos.
Another female caller, Nia. She says she's with her mother in an apartment on the Upper West Side, and they can hear the city changing.
Naya, tell me what's happening.
It sounds stupid to say it like this, but the city sounds hurt. Not busy, hurt. We can hear sirens, then nothing, then this deep sound from downtown, then helicopters, then people yelling in the courtyard downstairs. My mother keeps asking if we should leave, and I don't know what to tell her.
If you are in a structurally sound building and not in immediate visual danger, staying put may still be better than joining panicked street movement without a clear destination. Prepare to move, but don't wander blind just because fear tells you motion equals safety.
That's what I thought. I just needed to hear another human say it.
Then hear it. Get shoes on, water ready, meds, IDs, charger, one bag only, and stay away from windows.
Thank you.
We have had our first truly building-wide jolt here in the studio. Equipment rattled. One of the overhead fixtures just flickered and went dark.
We are all looking at each other in that very specific way people do when they want somebody else to be the first one to panic.
Nobody has volunteered yet.
Good.
We should address the question listeners keep asking. Are we leaving? Right now the answer is no. Not this minute. We are still broadcasting.
That answer may become yes without much warning. If it does, we won't dress it up. We'll tell you.
There's another rumor gaining ground. Some kind of massive strike authorization. Still no official confirmation. But after that FEMA line, I don't think anyone sane is laughing at the idea.
We are approaching a point where the danger is no longer just what's walking through Manhattan. It's what human beings might decide to do to stop it.
That sentence is going to live in my head for the rest of my life.
If we get the rest of our lives.
Don't.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Let's keep going.
Male caller Louise from Brooklyn. He says the fear has spread faster than the facts.
Lewis, you're on. People are talking like Manhattan already fell. Not is falling. Fell. Past tense. Stores are boarded. Gas stations are fights. One guy got punched over a portable charger. Everybody's hearing a different version of what's coming next and acting on the worst one. Any direct threat where you are? Not yet. Not in front of me. But that doesn't matter. Panic's its own creature now. That may be the truest thing anybody says today. Also, tell folks this. Help the old people on your block. Everybody's running around talking apocalypse and forgetting Mrs. Whoever on the 3rd floor can't carry water upstairs.
Thank you for that.
That's New York, too. The fear, yes, but also the neighbor who remembers the old woman upstairs.
The engineer just handed me a note. Satellite feed is degrading. If it drops completely, we may go from broad reach to mostly local and patchy relay. So if you're hearing us clearly now, know that this may not last.
Which means if you can record this broadcast, record it. Not because we matter, because information matters, and because one day somebody may need to know how fast the world changed.
You really think that far ahead in a moment like this?
I think not thinking ahead is how you let terror take the wheel.
That's annoyingly solid.
Thank you again.
One more building trimmer. Stronger.
I felt that in my teeth.
Same.
Then let's stop pretending distance is protecting us. Whatever line Manhattan crossed, the rest of us are crossing it too.
We're still here. Stay with us.
We've got reports now that the creature has pushed near or through Central Park. I don't even know how to say that sentence without hearing how absurd it sounds. Central Park, the place people run in, picnic in, walk dogs in, get proposed to in.
Now people are describing it like a battlefield, or worse, like a place where nature itself got folded into the wrong story.
There are also new reports, still not official but too widespread to ignore, of possible secondary major creature sightings or shapes in the smoke. We cannot confirm that there is more than one, but enough listeners are saying there might be another, that the idea is now part of the fear landscape whether it's true or not.
Upper West and Upper East are both reporting severe parasite activity in patches. Not everywhere, not all at once, but enough that the old logic of just go uptown has broken down too.
Our building just shook hard enough to knock a stack of scripts off the side table.
Not that we need the scripts anymore.
True.
We've gathered essentials, water, IDs, charger packs that may or may not matter soon, one flashlight, a first aid kit that suddenly looks insultingly small.
We have not decided to leave yet.
But we packed like people who know they may have to.
Which is not the same thing, but it's close.
We have a female caller, Linda, whispering according to the note. Michael?
Linda, you're on. If you need to whisper, whisper. Tell me where you are.
In my bathroom, Upper West Side. Lights are out in half the building. I can hear something in the hallway sometimes, and I don't know if it's people or those things.
Are you alone?
Yes, I was waiting for my husband to get home from downtown, and now I don't know where he is, and I don't know if I should keep waiting, or if waiting is a stupid thing people say before they die.
Waiting can also be survival if movement is worse. Is your door locked?
Yes.
Any exterior windows in the room you're in?
No, just pipes and tile.
Good. Stay there if the hallway is uncertain. Keep quiet. Save your battery. If you hear human voices you trust, verify before opening anything. Do not respond to every sound.
I just wanted you to know, hearing you two all day made this feel less like the end of the world and more like, I don't know, like somebody was still taking attendance.
We're honored, Linda.
If you leave, say so.
We will.
Thank you.
There it is. That thing we've been pretending not to understand. We're not just passing information anymore. We're company.
In this kind of day, company is information.
That's another line that's too good for this moment.
I'm coping with language.
I know.
Another listener says military transport planes were seen farther out, dropping something over the city or circling to do so. We cannot verify what, or whether the person actually saw deployment or just movement through smoke.
At this point, every sky detail feels ominous.
Because it is.
We should also say this plainly. Internet failure in the tri-state area is becoming broad enough that people who rely only on phones may think the world has gone silent. It hasn't. It's just narrowed. Find radios, cars, battery sets, anything.
We have a male caller, Omar, from the Upper East Side. Jenny.
Omar, go ahead.
We tried heading east, thinking maybe the riverside would be safer, and then people started yelling that something was in the side streets. So now we're back in a church basement with maybe 40 strangers and one priest trying to organize bottled water like this is still a normal emergency.
That priest may be the sanest man in the city right now.
Probably. Also, people keep saying there are multiple big ones. I didn't see that. I saw one thing far away, and that was enough to ruin my life.
Thank you for saying what you actually saw. We need more of that and less apocalypse fan fiction.
Too late. But yeah.
Any injuries with your group?
Cuts, twisted ankles, one kid in shock, one old man who won't stop asking for his dog.
Stay together. Small, organized groups are doing better than panicked individuals.
That sounds right. Also, your signal's weaker.
We know. We're fighting for it.
Our engineer is giving us hand signals that I hope mean everything is bad but not yet impossible.
That's basically the whole day in one sentence.
If the building shakes again at that level, we may have to stop arguing with reality and leave.
I know.
You can still go without me.
No.
I'm serious.
So am I.
We are having this conversation on air now because I no longer have the energy to pretend there's a clean line between professional and personal.
Good. Because there isn't. Not anymore. If anyone listening is in a position where they have to choose who moves first, kids, injured people, elderly neighbors, make the hard choice fast. Don't burn your window waiting for fairness. Today is triage. That's one of the cruelest true things you've said all day.
I know.
Another violent shake just hit, hard.
That one moved the desk.
And something just fell in the hall outside.
Stay with us. We're still here.
Female caller, name's Marissa, says she's in central Harlem and people can see smoke spreading like weather.
Marissa, tell me what you're seeing.
You can feel fear moving uptown before the people do. That's the weirdest part. It's like neighborhoods are bracing before they even know what for. Everyone's got one eye on the street and one on the sky.
Any direct threats near you?
Not direct, but the stories coming in with the people arriving are enough. Families carrying bags, men with blood on their shirts and no idea whose blood it is, kids asking why the buildings downtown look broken from so far away.
Is the neighborhood helping each other?
Some are, others are hoarding, same as always, just louder.
That's human.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We have another update from building management in our own structure. Upper floors advised to prepare for possible evacuation due to repeated vibration and smoke encroachment in nearby blocks.
There it is.
There it is.
We are not leaving this second, but we are acknowledging that staying is becoming less defensible.
I need to say something before we move on. To everyone who has called today, texted today, listened today, whatever happens, you mattered. Every single voice mattered.
She's getting ahead of us, but she's not wrong.
I'm not writing our obituary. I'm just refusing to let this day flatten people into statistics before it even ends.
Fair enough.
Another male caller, Kevin, says he's in a stairwell with survivors and wants to know if the military is still fighting.
Jenny, you're on. We can hear jets, or we could 5 minutes ago. Not sure now. People here are asking if the army's winning, and I don't know what to tell them. Tell them the military is engaged. Tell them parts of the city are still active combat zones. Tell them nobody on this microphone is going to insult them with false hope. That helps, weirdly. Good. How's your group? Scared. Quiet now. Too tired to panic. Exhaustion can save lives if it keeps people from making stupid moves. Stay put unless you have clear reason to go. Got it.
The building has settled for the moment, which is the kind of sentence nobody should have to say about a radio station.
Our world got very small very fast. This room, these mics, a hallway, a bag under the desk, a signal barely reaching.
And still, somehow, this is what normal feels like now.
That might be the saddest sentence of the day.
We are still here.
Stay with.
The government has announced a wide evacuation radius around Manhattan under what is now being referred to by multiple sources as Operation Hammerfall. We have not been given a clean public explanation of what that operation means, but no one hearing those words is misunderstanding the direction of the fear.
Let's stop circling it. They may be preparing to bomb Manhattan.
Yeah.
We do not have official confirmation of the exact order, timing, or scope. But every breadcrumb points there.
The creature is visible from our studio window now. Not fully, not cleanly, not in any way that makes it easy to describe without sounding insane, but it is there. It is real in the space where the city used to be.
I can see part of its upper body between smoke columns and damaged towers. It moves like scale itself broke. Every step seems to pull the city down around it. It's not just large. It rewrites proportion. Buildings stop feeling permanent around it.
We also heard something in the corridor a few minutes ago that did not sound like the building settling.
No.
We've moved chairs, cabinets, and whatever else we could drag against the studio door. It will not stop anything determined, but it made us feel like human beings instead of prey for about 30 seconds, which is not nothing.
Our caller pool has dropped to almost nothing. That's not because the city got quieter. It's because phones are dying. Signals are dying. And maybe people are out of words.
I need to make this practical for a second. If you are still alive and listening, and you have a chance to move away from Manhattan, do it. If you are too close to move safely, get low, get inside, get away from windows, and stay off the streets unless you absolutely must run.
We have a female caller. Name is Rachel. She says she's in Brooklyn and can see aircraft lining up over the city.
Rachel, you're on. What do you see?
Lines of lights in the haze. Not commercial. Too ordered. Too deliberate. Everybody on my block stopped talking when they appeared. It's like the whole street knows what it means, and no one wants to say it first.
Do you hear anything from your area? Sirens? Announcements?
Sirens, car horns, people praying in 3 different languages on the same corner, a man trying to convince his family to get in the car, a woman telling him the roads are death. Normal end-of-the-world stuff.
Stay off the roads if they're locked. Indoors if you can.
Are you leaving?
Not yet.
You should.
We know.
Another hit on the barricade.
I heard it.
That was not building noise.
No, it was not.
We may be hearing the smaller creatures on this floor now.
I don't love saying that calmly, but yes.
We've got one more male caller. Maybe one of the last. Name's Adrian. He says he's still in Manhattan. Hey, where are you?
Too close, that's where. I'm in an office storage room with 3 people and 1 radio, and I just wanted to hear another voice answer.
Then you did the right thing. Are you safe for the moment?
For the moment. We can hear them in the hall sometimes, scratching, fast feet, and every now and then the whole building groans like it wants to kneel.
Stay quiet, stay still, conserve your phone. You're not alone, even if it feels like it.
I know that because you picked up.
We did.
Is it true, the bombing?
We don't know for certain. We know enough to be afraid of it.
That's honest.
It's all I've got.
Then thanks for that.
I have been trying all day not to let awe into my voice when I describe this thing outside, but that may be impossible now. It is terrifying. It is also, I hate this word, but it's magnificent. Not in a good way, in a scale of disaster way, like a storm that learned how to walk.
I know what you mean. You don't mean beautiful. You mean unforgettable.
Exactly.
There's another scraping at the door.
Everyone listening, if anyone is still listening, hear me clearly. If today becomes a recording someone finds later, remember that this city did not go quietly. It did not go politely. It screamed, helped, lied, prayed, ran, carried strangers, jammed roads, opened church basements, shared water, fought over batteries, called their mothers, and kept talking. That is New York, too.
And remember the people who stayed where they were because there was nowhere better to go.
Remember the ones who didn't get a clean ending.
Remember that normal ended in pieces.
If the strike comes, it may come soon. Jets have been audible overhead in intervals. The room itself feels tense, which is an absurd thing to say, but true.
I recorded a message during the last break that never really happened for my family.
Good.
I don't know if they'll ever hear it.
Maybe someone will.
Maybe.
The city outside this window no longer looks like a place where rent should have been this high.
Jenny laughs despite herself, then almost cries. That was terrible.
It was. But I needed one ugly joke before the end.
Fair.
There's another impact downstairs.
If the barricade gives, we may have to cut the mics and move.
We may, but not yet.
Not yet.
Stay with us.
The barricade has shifted twice. We can hear movement outside, sometimes scratching, sometimes something hitting the door and skittering away. The building is also shaking from farther impacts, so fear is doing what it does and mixing every sound together. But no, we're not imagining all of it.
The aircraft overhead have become more frequent. Distant at first, closer now. There was an explosion somewhere west or south a minute ago, not the biggest of the day. Just one more line in a city now written in blasts.
We have one call left on the board. I don't know how it got through. The screen barely works. It just says Emma.
Put her through. Hey, you're on Red Zone. Can you hear me?
Mr. Radio Man?
Yeah, I hear you.
Are my mommy and daddy coming home?
Emma, sweetheart, I'm here too. What's your last name? Or where are you?
I'm at my grandma's. She's sleeping on the couch, and the TV doesn't work, and I found the radio, and I don't know if I'm supposed to use the phone, but I wanted to ask.
Emma, how old are you?
7?
Emma, listen to me carefully. You stay with your grandma, okay? Stay close to her. Don't go outside. Don't open the door for anyone unless your grandma says so.
Okay.
And your parents love you very, very much, more than anything. Do you hear me?
Yes.
You did a brave thing calling, a very brave thing.
Are you scared?
Jenny looks across the room. Michael answers first.
Yes, but we're still here.
Okay.
That means you can still be brave too. Can you do that?
I think so.
Good. Stay with your grandma. Keep the radio on if it still works.
Okay.
That may have been the hardest call of my life.
Mine too.
We have maybe minutes, maybe less.
Then let's use them honestly.
A hard strike rattles the door. They're through the outer hallway.
I know.
The city just shook again.
Bigger this time.
And there, listen, that roar. Closer than before, wounded maybe, or angry, or both.
The thing outside sounds hurt, which would comfort me if hurt things were less dangerous instead of more.
The battery indicator is almost gone.
Then no wasted words.
We moved under the desk between breaks that never officially happened. We're still on mic, but if the sound gets strange, that's why. We're not standing like movie heroes. We're crouched on a studio floor with dust in our mouth and a flashlight that keeps dimming. That's the truth.
Good. Tell the truth.
I am.
To anyone hearing this later, this is what the end of certainty sounded like. Not one giant sound, thousands of them. Calls dropping, glass breaking, someone whispering in a bathroom, someone laughing at the wrong moment, someone asking if their parents are coming home.
Someone saying, "Stay with me," and meaning only their voice because that was all they had left to offer.
We should say goodbye properly.
I don't know how.
Neither do I. So badly is fine.
Okay, Michael.
I know.
It's time.
Maybe.
No, it is.
All right.
A low rolling thunder of distant detonations seems to pass through the structure itself. Those are the bombers, aren't they?
I think so.
I really hoped you'd lie.
Not now.
Fair.
Jenny, it has been an honor.
The honor was mine.
To everyone who called us today, Tom, Maria, Derek, Linda, Emma, Officer Rodriguez, all of you whose names we got, and all of you whose lines failed before we could ask, thank you for trusting strangers on a radio.
You made this room feel less alone.
And to New York.
God.
Yeah.
The door slams inward once, holds, then once more. Not much longer.
Then listen. This is Michael Hale.
And Jenny.
From Red Zone Radio.
We were here.
We saw it.
We heard you.
Remember us, if remembering still matters.
And remember each other more. A violent impact. The signal crackles.
Stay.
Michael. A roar rolls across the city, immense and broken and close enough to distort the air.
This is Red Zone Radio.
We're still. Static tears through the line. Then a few last fragments.
Honor.
Don't let. A final wash of interference.